One more time, I missed that understanding.
Since when do you know? We just started back.
Oh, yeah. There he is. Well, guys, we are here. Finally got Underground joining us.
Yo.
Tyrell should be
Hey,
here.
what's up, Underground?
Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry, I just woke up from a nap.
No worries. No worries.
We've
No
all been
worries.
there, Underground. We've all been there. We'll see,
Yeah.
Gavin. I do got to get some rest at some point tonight because I do have to work very early. In the next 4 days of my work week are going to be very busy. But yeah, so we're here. We got a lot to discuss, guys. Hope everyone had a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great Christmas. What about you guys?
Oh, it was great.
It was good. Chosen doesn't really celebrate Christmas, but how's your Christmas, Underground?
Mine was good.
That's
What?
good.
Does Chosen not celebrate Christmas? What?
That's what he told me in the past.
That's good to hear, Gavin. Chosen, do you not celebrate Christmas?
Great.
No,
That's
actually, I
great,
don't.
What?
Yeah, it's so
Are you-
shocking,
are-
right? You know?
Are you Jewish or do you celebrate Kwanzaa?
No.
So you don't celebrate any holidays?
Nope.
I just thought of a really funny joke at that moment.
I mean, if you don't mind my asking, it's totally up to you. How come you don't celebrate any holidays?
Yeah. Like, we're just... He's just curious, dude. Like, you don't need to answer if you don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah,
No,
you don't
it's
need
fine.
to.
No, I don't want to answer it. It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
That's fine.
There's no, it's
all
totally your
good.
business. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. Yeah, we'll see,
Nope.
Gavin. I might be able to squeeze in a couple hours of that. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm glad you had a great Christmas, though. Yeah, so yeah, everyone's here. We had a good holidays. That's good to hear. We're gonna dive right in. So Melissa actually has a lot to contribute to this one because when we're gonna start with this earlier this week, we had a Q&A, and the Q&A actually a lot of questions got answered, but also even more questions we got questions answered, and then the questions answered gave us more questions. So
Yep.
that's going to be interesting. So you want to start off with this one, Melissa?
Sure. Do you want to upload the Q&A questions?
I think Chosen, do you have the screenshot for that one? Oh, he's on mute. Okay.
Yeah, Bill's Chosen.
Yeah, do you have the? Let's see. We only have a few photos for part 3.
Sorry, guys, I'm back. What's going on?
Oh, you want to upload
You wanna
the
upload
Q&A
the-
questions so everyone can see what we're.
Yeah, you want to share your screen and go to the John Horowitz's page.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Give me one
Okay.
sec.
We only have a few pictures. Yeah, Gavin, that's true. But these are only the very first pictures. We're gonna get more, so don't worry.
You want me? Okay, so you guys want me to show the photos?
Yeah, first do just the Q&A ones. We're focused on the Q&A stuff first,
All right, let's see the first. Okay, what is it?
just so people can see what the questions were and what the answers were.
All right, let me find the first question. What was the first question? Okay, the first question. All right, let me pull up. Okay, there we go. All right.
Oh, I see one. Let me just go down here and see what we got here. All right, so we got.
All right. So it says here, this person asks, when is the Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 trailer dropping? Are we getting something this month? We already know we're getting something this month. We already got it. But wouldn't expect the trailer until much closer to release. So, yeah.
So it's probably gonna be like the normal schedule, like 3 weeks before the actual release.
Yeah.
Yeah, marketing will be well planned this time, so I think we can expect we'll actually know exactly when the trailer is going to come instead of it just dropping out of nowhere. Because we actually have, when you think about it, the plan seems pretty straightforward.
So you're saying it usually drops 3 weeks before? Like
Yeah.
exactly 3 weeks before.
Pretty much on point.
All right, so 3 weeks before February 13th. That would be Thursday the 23rd of January.
Yeah, that's what I predicted that we could get the trailer that day.
Or it could be the 24th, like on Friday.
The reason why I say Thursday,
Yeah.
it could be Tuesday too. It could be Tuesday as well, but or
Okay.
Wednesday, because Wednesday part 2 trailer came out Wednesday too, so it could be Wednesday. I think
I
either
would love it to be on Tuesday, but I don't always get what I want, but it'd be great.
Joe.
It would benefit
Yeah.
my schedule if it's on a day I'm off, because then I can plan my whole day putting my breakdown together for the trailer.
Yeah, it could be January 21st. You never know.
As
Yeah,
long as
I know Joel wants it to be on a Tuesday. That way he can be right on that shit right away.
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny. I literally on Christmas Eve, I literally was up early, and when the teaser and the posters came out, I was on that shit, man. I was like watching everything, and then all of a sudden I saw it, like, oh, that's going in the group chat. That's going in the group chat. Just like, bam.
I had a weird feeling we would get something on that day. I don't know why. Something told me I was like thinking before the 24th. I was thinking, what if we get something tomorrow? Like the next day, I'm like, okay, yep, we got the teaser.
Yeah, and I think it was interesting because before all the football games on Christmas Day, they showed that teaser. So it's interesting that they dropped that teaser the day before.
Yeah.
I honestly, you know what? I'm not even surprised. You know what John Horowitz was thinking? He's like, you know what? Screw the NFL game. Let's drop it the day before that. You know.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Yeah.
That's
What's our
probably
next-
what he was thinking.
And then what's our next question we have?
Okay. So Cobra Kai. Cobra. Whoa. All right, let me go back. What's that Johnny there? Okay. Well, okay. So this is a good question. Well, the new Karate Kid movie, acknowledge the Netflix showing anyway, and he says, I haven't seen the movie, but I hear Daniel LaRusso is in it. That's funny, John Horowitz.
I like that one. I like that. That was funny.
Nice
We all
job,
know
John.
Daniel's in it. We all do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly cannot wait for the movie.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with this movie open-minded.
What's up,
I'm gonna-
Top Watch?
Me too.
Just
Me
don't
too.
go to it like karate, and you'll be good.
Yeah, like it looks good, but I'm still somewhat concerned
Agreed,
because it is Sony. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing that people forget. Sony is able to make good trailers, but the movie's bad. Let's not forget about that.
True,
I know.
but we
I
also
haven't
have to remember that there have been a lot of people always put the blame on Sony as a company, but you guys are forgetting one of the biggest mistakes that ever happened in these companies. These companies hire the wrong people. And
That
so
is, you know my problem with that, Joe, because you
every
made a
single
good
person,
point.
every single person that worked for the Sony Marvel movies was garbage human beings that they could just go and
Yeah, but
pull.
you know my issue is, Joe. I think the writer could have potential. The director is what I'm concerned about because I've seen the director, and I don't think he's ever done something like this before.
No, but he said something the other day in an interview before the trailer dropped about knowing he has knowledge of Cobra Kai.
Okay, as long as he has knowledge, then we're good. Okay.
Yeah, he said he had knowledge. So to me,
He
that
said, okay, so John Worth asked, which Binary Brothers is most likely to become a supervillain if he hasn't met Miguel? He said, where to go to with Hawk? Yeah, that is true. Hawk was evil at some point in the show.
Yeah, but
Like,
oh my God.
let's not forget, Hawk was evil at some point. Like, can I say a hot take
Or-
real quick?
Antagonistic.
Can I say a hot take real quick, Joe?
go
I know a
ahead.
lot of people think Quan is the best
Sure.
teen villain. I actually disagree. I think season 3 Hawk was the best teen villain, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh
honestly,
yeah.
if you really think about it, Quan didn't do as much as what Hawk did in season 3.
That's what I'm saying. That's my problem with Quan. Quan didn't really do much to really make me think that, oh, he's so much of a threat. Like, he wasn't even doing anything. He was like Kyler, just talking crap.
I mean, people don't seem to remember that Hawk broke Dimitri's arm, apparently.
Hawk literally did so much damage. He trashed the Miyagi-Do dojo. He broke his friend's arm. Like, he did so much damage.
Or how about the
Yeah.
fact that when they were trying to raise the money for
That's what I'm saying, Joe. Why can't Quan do that? Why can't Quan do that?
Exactly.
Like, we could have gotten so much more with Quan.
Because Quan was basically like a throwaway character.
I'm just mad about that. I'm so mad about that because this just proves that writers can't do teen villains so well.
Yeah.
Like the adult villains, I'm gonna let it slide because the adult villains can actually do things. Like Silver's a good example. Wolf is a good example.
And Wolf. And Wolf. Don't
Yeah,
forget Wolf.
exactly, Gavin. He
Even
doesn't have a
Kreese,
backstory.
even freaking Kreese can do stuff.
Exactly,
I
Gavin.
mean,
He didn't even
yeah,
have
but
a
in all honesty, though, I'm not that upset about Quan not getting a backstory because
I mean, I'm
he's
fine
not
with Quan not
that
getting back for that. I'm okay with. I just feel like we need more Quan. That was my big issue.
Talk
We
about
needed
that for a
more.
minute. I don't know about backstory, but I wanted to mention something kind of interesting I've heard some people talk about that I wanted to mention since we're talking about Quan right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
I think we may see Quan's parents in episode 11 of part 3.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You know what, Joe? You know what you were saying. Okay, yeah.
Think so?
Maybe, maybe they have a
Oh,
funeral
wow.
for Quan. Maybe they have a funeral for Quan.
I think it's gonna.
Please, I'm sorry, if they don't do a funeral for Quan, writers, you're such a dirty.
I mean, it's gonna be. I'm just telling you, man. Something is up. Something is gonna be. Yeah, I was gonna read that, Gavin. Give me a second. If Silver does set the tournament on fire, if he loses, I'm gonna be shocked. Gavin, all I'll tell you, man, is you have to remember one thing. This is not a Silver that you have seen before.
Oh
This Silver, he does not care.
Here's the thing, though, Joe. Can I mention something that I've seen a lot of people complaining about, oh, Silver wouldn't go that far to burn down. Wait, hold on. Silver wouldn't go that far to burn down the All Valley Arena. I'm like, bro, he burned down a store. What are you saying he wouldn't go that far? Also, people forget, if Silver loses the Sakataka, which is his dream, he's going to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, you say something, Jake?
I want to tell you something. Guess who I saw at work today, and they were gonna go see Sonic 3.
Who'd you see?
I saw Trevor and Caitlin.
Oh, that's nice. That's good to see.
Dude, you should use your AMC gift card and go see Sonic 3, dude.
I'm going to. I'm planning on going, my friend. Don't worry.
I just thought I would let you know.
Go get to see movies. Talk Watch. We're kind of trying to keep this structure.
Oh yeah, we told Talk Watch this on Jake's stream.
Yeah. Top Watch. I told you in my stream. This is the podcast, dude. Like, we gotta keep it limited. We gotta keep it.
I have to save my remaining spot for the main guest of honor.
Oh yeah, Tyrone. Yeah, Tyrone is joining soon. So
the return of Tyrell will be coming. So it's
return of the. I was gonna say, Joe. What was I gonna say about teen villains? Yeah, I think Hawk for me is the best teen villain by far. Like Hawk is Hawk, bro. Like, bro was not holding back in season 3. Bro was like crazy. He wasn't doing bro. Like that's what Quan should have done, but the writers clearly can't write teen villains well.
Well, on
Yeah,
another,
I heard Hawk is gonna have his blue hair back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we saw it in the teaser or the release announcement.
Yes. I'm excited to Hawk in the blue.
Yes. Screw the USA Mohawk. That was ridiculous. Like,
What? No, that was badass. What are you talking about?
No, I'm sorry, that was ridiculous. If I saw Hawk with that Mohawk, I would be laughing at it, bro. I'm sorry.
The blue hair is.
Yeah, it was kind of. It was kind of over the top.
I thought it was
so to
badass,
speak.
in my opinion.
Tyrone, the Harrington. Oh, I see what you did
I mean,
there.
it was good, but I mean, it was good.
I will the hair.
It was good,
What?
but it was just a bit much. It
I
was
give
way
it
too
yeah.
it stood out way too much. It stood out
Yeah.
way too much.
Well,
Here's
you know
the
what?
thing.
Oh,
Here's the thing, though. Like, in my opinion, I think the best color Mohawk Hawk has had, and they wasted it, was purple.
I know,
yeah,
Like,
Hey, Joe,
yeah,
I watched back our Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 Ross Party. And
Yeah.
dude, our reactions when we got to we were watching episode 8, the end of episode 8 with Silver showing up. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
you
it was
guys,
crazy.
did you guys, you know what's so funny about? Okay, I want to explain a story real quick because I actually, when we saw that scene in the hotel scene in episode 6 where everyone gets mad at Robbie, when Sam was mentioning how Robbie was lying to all of them, you know what's so funny about my reaction? I was trying so hard not to get mad at Sam. You can clearly tell I was trying so hard not to get mad at Sam. Like I was literally trying. I was like,
And-
breathe, CVO, breathe. Don't.
And Joe, when we saw in episode 8, the beginning of episode 8, that Thomas's name came up on the screen.
It's
we were
funny
like,
you say
well,
that because
confirms it.
here's the funny part though. Joe was the first one who noticed it. Joe was the first one who noticed that. I was like,
I
wait,
did. Yeah. I did. I had a feeling when I knew all bets were off the moment I saw that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that there was multiple moments during that watch party that were just crazy. I still remember. I think the reaction I'll always remember is I don't think I've ever had a reaction to, and I still say this for me, the standout moment, the moment that made me the most shocked, the one thing I did not predict out of this entire part that blew my mind is still seeing Daniel and Wolf having Daniel and Johnny teaming up on Wolf.
you know what's funny, Joe? I didn't expect that either. I was like, wait, we're getting a team up between these two against Wolf. Whoa, hold on, bro.
We're seeing
Yeah,
the
that was awesome. And when Wolf cut Johnny off right when he was about to say, that word, like that was funny. Like
that made me laugh so hard. Right as he's like, work this out, mother. Boom.
Wolf was not holding back. Bro was like, get the heck out of here with that nonsense, bro.
That was hilarious. That blew my mind.
You know
Yeah,
the one
UFC
scene.
Mohawk
You know
was
the one scene that made me laugh the most. I was trying hard, sorry not to laugh, but when Dimitri was talking about MIT and Hawk was like, "Shut the f up about MIT." Someone was
That
talking
was
about
funny.
winning.
we were all like applauding with that, honestly.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, finally.
that was funny.
The one thing I think is really interesting is, and we were talking about the Mohawk, the really bad Mohawk earlier. The one thing I think is so funny is, with it being USA and everything, I'm surprised that we never got a scene, like even in part 1, Johnny never even really said anything about that Mohawk, which I thought was kind of interesting.
You know the one thing that pissed me off about part 2 that a lot of people don't talk about? I hate how Johnny didn't interact with Robbie in part 2. I hate that.
That was actually pretty bad, actually. I never thought about that.
Like why?
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
Here's the thing, though. You know what
That was a
pissed me
missed
off? In the
opportunity.
locker scene, right? The locker scene, when before Robbie leaves, right? I'm like, Johnny, talk to your son, bro. What are you doing? Like, all right, go ahead.
That was a
Jerry.
missed opportunity. That was a missed opportunity.
I actually have a theory about that, and I think that they're building that up for a reason, because I think there's going to be a really big Robbie and Johnny scene in part 3, where I think that, and I talked to Melissa about this the other day. I think that Robbie's going to be the main motivation for Johnny to do so well in this tiebreaker match against Wolf.
You know what, Joe? Can I mention something about that? You made
Yeah.
a good point there, because if Robbie does get injured by Axel, Miguel and Johnny and even Tori, that's going to motivate them 3 to beat Iron Dragons so hard.
Yeah. Speaking of Miguel, you want to know something that really pissed me off this week that I could not believe?
Yeah.
So you know how stupid, even in like multiple people make videos and multiple people are stupid and say stupid things?
Yeah.
So I got told in my
Yep.
Miguel versus Axel video the other day that I need to stop glazing Miguel because apparently I was glazing Miguel, saying that
What
he's
the hell?
when I'm using hard facts on
Okay,
everything.
Joe, I'll tell you right now that I was totally sober.
You know it was him for fact?
I'm pretty sure.
What if it's just? I think it might be just a random Miguel fan, or Robbie fan. I mean, it might be a Robbie fan. You never know, because Robbie fans.
And
Listen, listen. Okay, I'm a Robbie fan. Okay, I'm a Robbie fan, but I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. Even though I'm a Robbie fan, even I think Miguel is gonna win. Personally.
Yeah. What do you have to say, Jake?
Yeah, so do I.
What surprised me about Scene 6 Part 2, though, I didn't expect Devin to actually have the guts to actually tell Kitty the truth.
Yeah. That was
I mean, I gotta give it to Devin though, because
Oh yeah.
before Part 2 came out, I was like, before Part 2, I was like, get out of here, Devin, get out of here. And then after seeing Part 2, I'm like, okay, maybe I was
Yeah,
wrong.
like, I did not expect
Yeah.
her to actually have the guts to apologize.
I actually like Devin in Part 2. Yeah.
Believe it or not, though, we may actually have Sam to thank for that, because if she hadn't told Devin off and given Devin that push, she probably wouldn't have said anything.
Oh, that's true.
I just wish Sam said it a lot better. That's my only issue. Like, if she said it better,
I mean, actually, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with the way Sam said it, because Devin deserved it. Like,
Sam is the captain.
did.
Let's not forget. Sam is still the captain. Like,
right,
that's
and
like-
and Devin was the one that was talking back to Sam, telling her, having the gall to get into her face and say, "Don't talk," like, "Don't say this, don't say that," and and Sam like shut her up. Sam like shut her up and shut her down.
You know, my big problem is though with Sam, and I'm gonna blame this on the writers on this one, because why would you make Sam the captain when she doesn't do anything?
Yeah,
Like that was my big problem. Like, I want the big three to answer this question, because why would you make her the captain if she's not gonna do anything? Like what
Yeah,
was
I
the
agree.
point of that? Like, what was the real point? Like, I want it. Like, just that's it. I don't know, man. Sam isn't doing anything this season, so
Yeah.
but I mean, she did show at least a little bit. She did show at least a little bit of captain mode when she shut Devin down.
I mean, I feel like we need more of that. Like, why didn't she talk to Robbie when this dude was struggling all this time? Like you could have talked to Robbie, Sam. You're the
I
captain.
agree. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. And if ask Joe, I've had the same complaints.
Like, I was like, Sam, come on now. Like,
because I think she knows Miyagi though more than the other students.
yeah, but here's the thing.
From Daniel.
I get that, Underground, but if you're gonna be a captain, you need to really use that wisely. You need to use that wisely if you're a captain. At least Tori, at least Tori was being a captain, even if she was on the other side, she was still being a captain. Like, look at that.
I agree.
Like, you know, the one thing that
ask Joe. Ask Joe. I've had the same complaints about Sam, about how she didn't really do anything as captain, except in that one scene where she was telling Johnny and Devin off.
Like, we need more of that.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so. It did well. Devin didn't, because it gave her the push that she needed to go tell Johnny.
And then for Tori, here's the thing about Tori, because at least Tori felt like a captain. Like, even if she was in the Cobra Kai side, like episode 6, when she told the Korean students, like, hey, I know them, they're gonna protect the egg, and she's telling them what to do, and then Kwan is being a jerk and be like, no, one's listening to you, okay? I'm like, Kwan.
I just hope they stop the child writing for Johnny in Part 3, because I really hated that they went from Johnny and Daniel bickering and him being so stupid and stubborn about everything to like having one of the greatest moments ever by talking to Miguel. Like that scene where he talks to Miguel on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Was one of the best scenes he's ever had.
Oh, you know what, Joe? Can I mention something about that scene that pissed me off though?
Yeah.
When Johnny was mentioning how I didn't know you need as much as I was, like, he was telling Miguel that he needs to support Robbie a lot more than him, right? Is that what he said? Something like that?
Yeah.
Johnny, you didn't support Robbie at all. What are you talking about?
Oh, I know.
That's the thing that pissed me off. Like, you're saying that, but you didn't do it. Like, what? Even Miguel was like, bro, you didn't even talk to Robbie. Like, he was giving that look.
Welcome, Tyrell.
Like, that was my problem.
Yo,
Oh,
what's
hey, Tyrell,
up?
what's up,
Man
Tyrell?
of
Hey,
the hour.
Tyrell.
Hey, how are you? How are you all doing?
This guy, now he's back.
Here's the thing. Tyrell, I was gonna say, like, you know, my biggest problem with Johnny is that he says that, Robbie, he's supporting, he's talking about he's supporting Robbie, but he doesn't support Robbie at all in part 2. He didn't support him at all. Like, he didn't talk to him.
Yeah, because didn't really see too much son and father bonding time in part 2.
If you call me a Miguel Glazer all you want, I'm still getting my $60 when that poster comes out. So just know, be expected to get that payment in full.
Oh yeah, in case you guys didn't know, Joe's making a bet with the attention whore that Silver's gonna be in the part 3 poster.
Yep.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that.
He owes me $60.
I wouldn't bet against you, Joe. I wouldn't bet against you, Joe.
Yeah, it'd be a losing bet for sure.
How is he gonna pay you though?
He knows what he has to do. He has to super chat or super thanks me. So yeah. He
agreed to it.
Yes. Joe, I don't think he's gonna actually do it. I don't know if he's gonna actually do it.
Well,
what if he doesn't?
Well, he told me he would pay me. So I mean, if he doesn't,
You trust a liar.
I don't trust him, but I expect him to do it.
A man's word that has been abusing you in chat.
That's true. But I mean, if he doesn't do that, he's going to lose all his followers because he won't at least prove that he can be reasonable about things.
It's a lose-lose situation for him.
Yeah, well, either way, he's going to lose anyway. So
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Bro, is this dude really betting his life money on saying that, bro, first of all, Silver will be in the poster because now we know Silver's back. We clearly know he's back. Like, you don't have to.
Joe, I just want to say, you're saying that he's going to lose a lot of followers because if he loses his pay, he doesn't pay me. All I got to say to that is, what followers does he have?
Yeah. Now it's just.
Wait. You mean, hold on. I think you mean I'm still betting you $60, but you're going to win. That's what you mean.
Yeah. How would you say that I'm still betting you 60, but you're going to lose? Are you actually ready to pay up? That's what I want to know. I know if you're.
He ever is.
Yeah.
What? Okay, let's continue this freaking. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of this guy. Okay, what are your thoughts? Oh, Shimoon, what are your thoughts on the Karate Kid Legends trailer? Ralph keeps getting younger. That is funny, by the way. Ralph is getting younger. Like, why is he? That's my question.
Yeah.
Why is he younger in the movie than the show?
Yeah.
He's just got really good. He's just got really nice skin and genetics. He's just got really good, nice skin and genetics, and he knows karate. So
he never ages.
Ralph is a star, obviously. Trailer looks awesome. Okay, love the use of the drum. Yeah, that's my one good positive about the trailer, the drum.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
When we're done with all the questions and all the photos, you should show the audience the Cobra Kai book you got.
Oh, I have it right here. I'm planning on showing people.
All right, so next question. I'm gonna.
Hey, can I read this one?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I asked this question. I said, "Merry Christmas." Without spoiling anything, what can you tease about Sam's character in part 3? Does she have an arc? And John responded. He said, Sam does have an arc, and I'm proud of the growth that she's shown throughout the series. Mary Mauser is a fantastic performer. I cried during one of her scenes in the back 5. And Josh Harold made fun of me.
Wait, I you know what? I have a theory on what he's talking about of him crying in one of her scenes. I have a theory. What if Robbie gets injured
What?
and she's? What if Robbie does get injured and she's crying because of that? Because
Ooh.
that's gonna make her upset, right? Because Robbie's her friend, right? So of course she's gonna be upset. Like she's seeing her
Yeah.
friend getting
Yeah.
injured. Like I think that's what he's talking about. I'm calling it
I
right
hope
now.
that's what he's talking about because honestly, she owes Robbie after what she did to him in part 2. I'm still mad about her throwing him under the bus. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, Robbie's my favorite character, Sam. So
When-
calm
when
down,
she-
Sam.
when she literally said when she literally was like, "Oh yeah, but you knew
Wait,
about."
wait,
you knew about
Joe. What'd you say? Wait, Joe, what'd you say?
I said, "Oh, but you." I'm just pissed off about what Sam did to Robbie in part 2.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about?
In
Oh,
episode 6.
In episode 6, when she throws Robbie under the bus, when she talks to Tori about the whole thing with
Yeah.
Tori.
Yeah,
you
that
knew-
was not cool.
if you are captain, you guys are supposed to have each other's backs.
You know what's so
throw-
funny about
Yeah.
that? Yo, hold on, Joe. You know what's so funny about that? Sam can talk. Sam is over here talking to Robbie, saying, "Oh, you lied to us." You didn't tell Miguel that you were talking to Axel. So what are you saying, Sam? Until episode 10. Why are you talking? First of
What's
all.
up, Rodriguez? How you doing, man?
Oh, you lied to us, Robbie. Yeah, you lied to Miguel. You didn't tell him until episode
Yeah,
10 that you talked to.
that wasn't cool. Although I mean, she did. Although when Miguel when Miguel was wondering why Axel was staring at them angrily. I mean, she didn't see any reason because nothing happened between Sam and Axel. So I could see why she didn't see any reason. But when Axel started looking at Miguel like that and she saw it, then she said, "Okay, now I think I might know what this is about."
I just feel bad for Robbie, bro. This dude's getting
Um,
dirty by his own teammates. Like, bro, I'm sick of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sam
no, I know.
didn't.
Yeah, that was wrong as Sam. But I'm really happy she's getting an arc in part 3.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. Like, you
I
guys,
hope John. Here's the thing. I hope John is telling the truth and she does get an arc because yes, John. Yes,
I
Hayden
think
is the
he
one.
is. He's the more honest one.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. The reason why I'm kind of 50-50 on this because Sam, it hasn't had an arc since season 3. That's why I'm 50-50 on this one.
Right, but John is the more honest one. If Hayden said it, I'd say maybe, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
50-50,
John
but,
also kind. Here's the
but
thing
John
that you're
is the more
forgetting.
honest one.
John can sometimes troll you too. He can sometimes troll you too.
Not
That's
as much as Hayden.
Not as much as Hayden, but he does troll sometimes. Like this tweet right here. He's trolling.
When though?
Right here. This is a good one. How will Kreese approach Johnny after he saved him from Silver? Open mouth kiss, unscripted. Marty with the. Okay.
Yeah, that one's clearly a joke.
Well, that was a joke. That was a joke. But when has John really lied?
Here's the thing, Melissa. I would believe John if Sam did have an arc in the past, like in the past seasons. Like the last time she had an arc was season 3, right? Was it season 3? Yeah, season 3.
Right. But that's probably because they've been building. That's probably because they've been saving her for this part. You know.
I'm gonna just wait until part 3 comes
Like,
up.
this
Then
part
I'll
doesn't
probably.
matter.
I'm just gonna wait until part 3. I don't want to say anything until I see it for myself.
Okay.
Explain part 3 in
alright.
one word. Best. I mean, yeah. It's gonna be best.
Talk Watch. Tyrell's one of our co-hosts. That's who Tyrell is.
yep.
Who's hating? Someone's saying in the chat. Who's hating?
He's also, just for new people that have not been here for a while, he is my most supportive writer. So he is a very important person.
Yeah. By the way, hi Tyrell, how was your Christmas?
Pretty good. Just spend time with family. Nothing too new.
Family's always good, man. How did those
Yeah.
finals go? You had some finals to get through.
Yeah. It was stressful, but I made it.
I'm gonna pass some of these questions because I don't wanna. Okay.
Do you have any other good ones?
Let me find another good one because I know there's a lot of questions that isn't related to Cobra. We already talked about the Sam and Miguel and Tori thing, so we're not gonna talk about it again. But let's talk about this one.
Well, let's get Underground and Tyrell's opinion.
Yeah, let's do
All
that.
right. So no, wait. This person said, did any of the showrunners push to have chosen that at the end of season 5? No, didn't consider that. Okay, so here's the thing, John. You're telling me you don't kill off Chosen, but you kill off Quan, who's literally a teenager. Okay. Let's talk about this one that you guys want to talk about. Okay. Sam.
Let's get
I'm sorry.
Jason and Undergrounds and Tyrell.
Can
And
I
Tyrell's
say
now.
something real
And
quick?
Tyrell's opinion.
I want to
What?
say something. I do not like the ship name Sam Gell. It doesn't work for me. Sam Gell, seriously, Canary? Okay. Sam Gell hasn't had spotlight. Can we expect more in part 3? Someone said in the comments, stop hating Robbie perform the way he did because he's okay. I'm not gonna ignore that. Sam Gell had more. Okay. Sam Gell, and Kinnery are both feature in part
Yeah.
3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no problems with the names actually.
You know the one ship name that doesn't rhyme with me? Sam Obby. Was it Sam Obby? Sam Obby?
Samabi, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Something like that. Or Sabi or something like that.
Sabi,
But the question is whether either of them are endgame, is what he said. Now, what do you guys think?
yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
I hope so too. I hope so too. I really do. I hope all 4 of them stay together. And honestly,
I do too, Melissa.
That honestly, I
I
really
do too.
do. But if they do have one of them break up, I'd have to I would have to put my which couple if they were gonna have like a which couple is gonna make it, which couple is gonna break up, I would put my money on Sam and Miguel making it, and Robbie and Tori maybe potentially breaking things off, but still being friends. Because Sam and Miguel, like, they've broken up like 3 times in the show and gotten back together 3 times in the show. And like they've proven like they're strong enough to they've proven that they're strong enough to handle anything. They've lasted long, you know, they've in their hearts they've been with each other like since season 1.
Please.
Like Robbie and Tori, they're still kind of new, and if Robbie and Zara wound up sleeping together in episode 8, that's going to be a pretty difficult thing for both of them to overcome.
Yeah,
just thinking about it, Robbie could make a grave mistake since he was drunk.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not going to talk about this because I know something.
I hope all 4 of them stay together. I hope all 4 of them stay together.
Too.
But if one of them might break up, I'm leaning towards Robbie and Tori. But like I said, I hope all 4 of them stay together.
Here's the thing, because Tyra wasn't here earlier. I know the answer to this question, but I'm not going to say it. I know the answer to this question, but I'm not going to say it. Because I'm not going to say if Melissa's right or wrong, because, you know, you never know. It's a secret, mystery. You got to figure it out for yourself. But, yeah.
Right. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I don't want to answer, so I'm just going to keep this up.
I'd rather not know until part 3.
Right. What do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think?
Can I make I'm gonna make a guess. Even though I know what it is, I'm just gonna make a guess. This is my guess. I'm gonna say San Miguel. What about you? Underground or Taro?
San Miguel.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say like I think San Miguel will take a break and then Tori Rob your end game for now. That's what I was trying to say. Their end game and then San Miguel.
Oh.
They're taking a break.
So do you want to change it now, Underground, or now that you know?
Like I said, I'm
Underground.
gonna just wait until part
That's fair.
3 to find out.
It's kind of disappointing.
All right.
Like it's like we already.
What,
That's
what do you
annoying.
say? What do you say, Tyrell?
Well, first of all, I agree with you, Melissa, that Miguel and Sam will stay together because the thing is, like, just like you said, they've broken up so many times, and
Yeah,
honestly,
that is true.
it's getting repetitive. I'm like, if they were going to do that in any part of this season, then there's really no reason why they would have had this.
Here's my issue, though. My issue with this, and I don't blame San Miguel. I blame the writers because I'm just worried. Like, I don't want it to happen, but I'm worried that the writers are going to create this drama in part 3 where Sam gets mad at Miguel because he's starting problems to Axel. That's the one thing that gets me worried. I'm like, please, writers, don't do this to me right now. Like, leave Sam Miguel as the main couple, please. Like, don't do this, writers.
I think they will. But Jake, what do you think?
I hope Sam and Miguel stay together.
I'm just worried because the whole Axel situation is what gets me worried because I'm like, oh no, what is
but
gonna happen?
Sam's not into Axel. Sam's not interested.
It's not that she's interested. What gets me worried, Melissa, is that Axel's gonna mess with her head and his head too. That's what gets me worried. Like Axel is gonna mess with one of their heads and something's gonna happen. That's what gets me worried with this whole thing.
Yeah, but how would Axel Sam's a lot stronger than that. How would Axel mess with
Miguel? He can mess with Miguel's head. Miguel is easy to piss off because let's not forget the brawl was a good example. This dude was pushing him. He's like, nope, what's your problem, bro? Like, Miguel, I'm more for Miguel.
Right, but how would that mess with how would that Sam's gonna tell him to back? Sam's gonna tell Axel to back off.
Wait, I have a theory, by the way. You guys remember when they said that we're gonna get a parallel to season 1 where they're going to golf and stuff in part 3?
Yeah.
Right.
What if Axel interrupts that?
That'd be pretty cool.
He might, but
I think here's the thing though. I think if that happens, I think Sam's gonna tell Axel to back off.
Yes.
Right.
Here, I just want to say, Gavin, I like that theory, by the way, Gavin.
That was my theory. So I was the first one to come up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe came up with that theory, actually. I remember.
Still good theory, but yeah.
But I was gonna say, what if Axel actually interrupts that? What if Axel interrupts that date and something because I do think what's gonna happen is that Axel interrupts it, but then he tries to push Miguel, but then Sam tells Axel to back off. He gets in front of Miguel and she tells him to back off. That's what I could see.
You know what I was actually thinking about, Chosen? I'm glad you mentioned that because that actually gave me a good idea. The golf and stuff could actually be the first way that would actually establish a proper rivalry between Miguel and Axel. So it could happen even before. Obviously, we know that what's mostly going to do it is because of what's happened with Robbie and him.
And you know what they could do, Joe? This might be a full circle moment. Remember back in the beach scene in season 1 where Miguel was pushing Robbie and Sam tells Miguel, what the heck? That's going to be a full circle moment. Now, Axel is Miguel, season 1 Miguel. Axel is season 1 Miguel. And he's pushing Miguel, who's Robbie now. And then Sam protects Miguel. It's going to be a full circle moment, basically.
Just imagine if Axel hits Sam. And this is where Sam's like that.
Axel hits... You know why? You know what? Yo, Tyrell, you know what?
Thanks, Kevin.
I could see that because let's not forget, even though Axel's a nice guy, sometimes he's out of control. Axel is sometimes out of control. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's possible.
Believe it or not, though, if he does hit Sam, that'll snap Axel right out of it. Because don't forget when Quan kicked Sam away, he immediately went after Quan. So I think that if he hits Sam, that's gonna wake Axel up, and Axel's gonna apologize and back off.
I don't think Sam's gonna.
You know what they could do actually? Here's the thing, though. I think they're gonna find a way to not him having to apologize to Sam. You know what I think they're gonna do? What if, right? Axel hits Sam, right? And Axel tries to apologize, but Sam just leaves. She just leaves, and then Miguel's trying to go after her. She's running after her. He's like, Sam, wait. Basically how Robbie did in season 1. Like
Right.
and then yeah.
Another parallel that I noticed, like since we're kind of going back to where everything started, not just with season one, but like the golf and stuff, which is kind of like a reference to the first movie. Where Daniel and Allie dated. It's like I kind of see like Miguel as the Karate Kid, the Daniel, and Sam is kind of like the Allie with karate skills.
You know what? And then Axel is Johnny basically.
Yep.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Although, truthfully, too, though, if Axel does like go to like maybe like accidentally hit Sam, like Sam won't let him. Like she'll block it.
I hope she blocks it. Please, Sam, block that hit, please. I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
And then that's where the Miguel and Axel rivalry really goes all in.
Yeah,
I actually think Sam will block it because like if she doesn't, then of course Miguel's gonna get pissed off if she actually gets hit.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, back off, bro! Why are you hitting my girl?"
And I think, like I said, I think like when that happens, I think Axel will just. I think Axel just. That's where Axel will agree to back off and just leave.
Well, for now,
I think they're gonna.
For now, like for in that moment, because he doesn't want to hurt Sam. He doesn't want to see Sam get hurt either. So
that's a good point because I was gonna say like, if they want to really give Axel redemption arc, you gotta really set it up throughout part 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you gotta really set it up because I even said this too. Like, I wanted to take their time with this. Even with 5 episodes, they can still try to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably gonna show shades of it. The only thing I'm starting to kind of contemplate on one way or another is I just have a feeling that it won't take Silver and Wolf long to realize that Axel's acting different after he's met Sam.
You know what? Hold on, Joe. What if Sam does what if there's an interaction between Sam and Axel and Wolf sees it in the background? Like he sees that.
Yeah, I could see it.
And that's where Wolf is gonna break him.
Something I think is really interesting, and people might not know this, is I actually have a big feeling. As much as they brought him into part 2 and he was introduced and they brought him into the show and a lot of the characters in the show are very important, I have a feeling that even with only 5 episodes, Wolf's screen time in part 3 compared to what his screen time was in part 2 is bar none. Like, I think we're going to see a lot of him.
Because that was what I was saying, Joe. The writers even said the Iron Dragons play a big role in this story.
Yeah.
And Louis Pan was talking about a lot of stuff with him, so I'm not surprised.
Sensei Wolf is basically the John Creed of the 80s.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. He is, which is really interesting when you think about it. And also, I also wanted to talk to you guys about, we'll cover this more into the images since we're talking about callbacks, Tyrell.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny if you watch, I know you haven't been on here in a while, and you probably haven't seen some of my newer videos, but when I did my Johnny vs. Wolf video, I mentioned that Johnny is going to have, when Johnny has the fight of his life against Wolf at the Sekai Taikai, for the tiebreaker match, Johnny's going to win by using the crane kick. And and one thing I think is very interesting is I wanted to mention this also because you guys probably remember when they first started talking about this. You guys remember that footage when they had that little video of Johnny and Daniel running through the streets during
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to mention, I've always thought that was going to be a thing after the tournament. Now I think it's actually going to be before the remainder of the second Taikai.
Joe, I know what episode that training montage is.
You think so?
I know what it is. It's episode 12. Yeah, it's episode 12.
It's actually after Gavin because you can see Kreese has a new black eye. So
speaking of that could be from Master Kim.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I don't discuss that with you. I just read that article you sent me, and once again, Tyrell, you and I are. First of all, I don't know what it is with people, but like I'm getting really annoyed of like it's great we have Wolf, it's great we have Silver, and I know that we didn't see him in part 2 and we only saw him in part 1, but people really don't think that this whole show has been leading. Like Master Kim is not a cameo in this show.
No.
And
He's
it's
been
so
behind. He's been behind everything.
because people keep
Yeah.
treating him like a cameo, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, people are like, oh, he shows up, he might show up again. Like,
You know what's so funny, Joe? You know why they say it? Because they say, oh, he's old, he's not gonna fight. How much I'm betting you, these people that said, oh, he's old, he's not gonna fight, that's gonna backfire for some people because when he fights,
I can't wait for the watch party to see that reaction. Because when the final battle goes down, when you see Master Kim go off, dude, it's gonna be crazy. Because then everyone's gonna be like, he's 100 years old and he can fight. And I'm gonna just sit there and be like, make a bunch of clips and videos. Yes, I told you. I told you for almost 10 months that this would happen. And you all called me crazy. I told you. I told you. And I
Yep.
told you.
And I'm not going to be.
like,
Luckily, I'm not going to be one of those 90% of fans in the fan base who think he can't fight.
No, you had my
Count me out.
because you and I knew 100% that we were gonna get into some serious stuff.
that's
I mean,
what I'm
like,
saying.
if
'Cause I
they-
think Master Kim can fight. Like, there's potential.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt that he. I don't doubt that he can fight. It's just hard for me to picture. I don't doubt that he can fight. It's just hard for me to picture a 104-year-old man fighting
I did
fighting like that. I mean, like
surprised.
like I said, I don't doubt it. It's
That's
just hard
why
for me
you're
to
allowed
see it.
That's why you're allowed to show things, Melissa, like in this teaser. That's why you're allowed to show things like alluding to Cobra Kai getting ready to fight Iron Dragons. Because when I mean that there's bigger surprises for them to focus on, I mean they literally, I predict that while we can theorize all day long what's going to happen, we will not get a trailer of Master Kim fighting anybody.
You know what they could show though? They could show Master Kim in the trailer, but it's probably gonna be from episode 11, right after what happened with Quan.
Yeah.
That's all I'm expecting from Master Kim.
Yeah, I had
in
a
the
good
trailer.
look.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Do you
something
guys think?
about that.
You know what? Actually, hold on. If we get more images, Joel, do you think we might actually get an image of Master Kim?
We probably will.
Like maybe like we could get an image of him and Kreese is there, and that's where he
Well, if we
punishes
get
him.
images from episode 11, then we'll definitely get them because it looks like a portion of that could be in Korea. So
Oh, we lost Melissa.
Oh, she'll come back.
that definitely could happen. That's pretty cool.
So, yeah,
So I
I was
think
gonna.
that could happen. I think
I
this
was
is
gonna-
going to be interesting. They're going to have to play it really interesting to see how they happen. And like, Chosen does bring up a good point because like maybe something from the earlier episodes are possible. I just think they're going to want to keep that finale close to the vest.
Hey Joe, let Melissa back in.
Oh, she got kicked out? Oh, there she is.
Cobra Kai.
How did you get kicked out, Melissa? Hello?
Melissa, you hear us? We can't hear you.
I
Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, what was
We
going
hear you
on?
now.
We hear you.
hey Bonsai.
Hey, yeah, we hear you.
Or what we get for Christmas, Brandon? I got a what if I got a what if Mark Spector became Venom book. I got some
Hey,
gift
can you guys
cards.
hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
heard-
can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, we hear you.
Am-
Oh, you're breaking in and out now.
yeah, now it's breaking in and out. So that must have been why she couldn't hear us. But yeah, so I got Brandon, I got this new book, this Cobra Kai behind the scenes one, which is pretty cool. So I got lots of cool stuff. I hope Melissa. Oh yeah, she's got to reconnect her device. But so where were we at before Melissa was? Oh, she's back. Okay. All right.
Right,
Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. It was just weird.
Yeah, it is really weird.
Or I'm back. What's going on?
Oh, we lost Melissa and then she came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was doing something a few seconds. Where were we? This question. Do Leo and Zach intentionally reference Luke's theme in the soundtrack when Johnny saves Kreese? If they weren't, it was an insane coincidence. Yeah, like that scene where Johnny saves Kreese, bro, in that soundtrack, it's basically the Luke's theme.
Yeah, it is. It is. One thing I think is interesting too. One thing I will say that it's kind of stupid that I know people might not think we don't need this, but I will say one thing that does kind of render a moment that is kind of now meaningless is, you guys remember in part 1 the cave scene between the hallucination of Chris and Johnny just to fight the snake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's really dumb. And I actually thought about this when they planned. Maybe it was in the cuts when they cut all the stuff. Based on the fact that they worked so hard on showing that Kreese had no love for Johnny in that scene and like wanted to kill him and everything, I thought we would have at least gotten one more Johnny and Kreese showdown, just because of the fact they were building towards it. But I guess not, because it's like,
You
it's
know
weird.
what? You know my big problem is with that, and I just noticed this. I hate how they keep making Kreese the villain. Why would you make Kreese the villain? What was the point of the whole? Like, I just don't get the whole idea of Kreese being the villain again. It's getting tiring and boring. Like all you hear from Kreese in every scene he's in. Well,
Yeah.
look who's here. Like, bro, like,
Yeah.
you're not-
Well, I think that's because they literally, I think honestly, because they were trying to hide Silver, they had to like keep putting Kreese in scenes and like.
I just don't care about Kreese being the villain. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, just stop that, bro. Like, every time Kreese, you know what's funny, Joe? Every time Kreese is in the scene, I don't know if you noticed my reaction, but every time Kreese is in a scene, I really just want to walk away from that scene. Like, I'm getting tired of Kreese now. Like, I can't, bro.
Yeah, they wanted it one last time. Now they're. I mean, it's not. It's going to be nice because now we don't really have to worry about him even being a villain anymore, because he's just pretty much redeemed at this point. We're on the path to redemption. So
Please stay in that path, please, writers. Like,
well, I mean, I hate to play the card of like, we don't talk about leaks here, but just based on hunches and things I know, we just can accept that, with part 3, Kreese ain't making it out of part 3 alive, and I don't think.
oh yeah, for sure, bro. I think what's funny about that, Joe. You remember back in season 3 where Kreese was mentioning before the fight with Johnny. You know what he said before the fight with Johnny? You know what he said?
What he said?
3 generations of Cobra Kai, and 3 generations of Cobra Kai dies. You got Kreese die, you got Silver, Master Kim. 3 generation dies.
Yep.
That's true.
And Quan too. Basically, Quan's in that mix too. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, new Cobra Kai didn't last very long.
You know what's funny, Joe? This is probably the most deaths we got in this season.
Oh yeah, you wanted to pull up the article? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrell sent me this article. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, about Master Kim.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we all
That
know
image
about,
is so I can't get over. That's so funny.
about Chosen and Sensei Kim's romance. Well,
Yeah.
apparently,
Which
like,
I thought made no sense. Which I thought made zero sense. I mean,
yeah, me too. But based on what I've read, this I think like this is leading right up to a showdown between Chosen and Master Kim. Because like if you really think about it,
Yeah.
since Master Kim and Sato's beef and rivalry go way deeper, since it's more personal than anything. Like just imagine what Master Kim will react when he finds out that his granddaughter's been in a secret romance with the nephew of his rival. Like that's gonna really piss him off.
Yeah.
And he's gonna see that as a betrayal.
I have a theory.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna mention this real quick before you read this, Tara. What if in episode 15, you know what they could do in the opening of episode 15? Or somewhere in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
Joe? You know what they should do? Imagine Johnny's upset, like Kreese dies, right? Kreese dies, Johnny's sad, Daniel is there, and everyone's at the LaRusso home, right? And then Daniel gets a knock on the door, and it's Sensei Kim. And then Sensei Kim comes inside. He's like, Daniel's like, what are you doing here? aren't you supposed to be in Korea? And then Sensei Kim tells them, he's alive. Master Kim is alive. And then we cut to Korea, and she's giving like a talk to them. While we look at Korea, we hear Sensei Kim say this. He's trying to get his revenge on everyone. He's trying to make sure Cobra Kai lives forever.
Yep.
And he's gonna make sure everyone is done for it. And then we see a shot of Master Kim in his throne, right? In his throne, and Silver's right beside him, and Wolf is there too.
Mhm.
Imagine that,
Yeah.
Joe.
That's a really good theory. But something I would like to point out is I don't know if Kim would necessarily, or Master Kim would necessarily care about. I would say Kim would say he's trying to make sure that his style, his teachings,
Yeah.
that John Kreese taught in Cobra Kai continue to live on.
That I could see.
Right.
And then we cut to Korea, and it's nighttime, right? And imagine this shot of Master Kim in his throne, sitting down with the sword right beside him, and you see Silver and Wolf next to him as like his like sidekicks.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, bro.
Because like if you think like just add to what you said, Melissa, like about Master Kim, like in the end he doesn't really care about Cobra Kai. He cares about his legacy, his philosophy that it's spread throughout the world, even through the Iron Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't care.
like-
Yeah. He doesn't
'Cause I've
really care.
theorized-
He doesn't care which dojo it's in, as long as his style gets spread all over the world. That's what he cares about.
You know
Which is
what?
why I've been theorizing for a while that Master Kim has been playing all sides at once, not just with his daughter, his granddaughter, and Kreese, but like he's also been secretly working with Silver and Wolf.
Yeah.
Here's the. Can I mention something real quick?
Yeah.
If my theory is true, and if they do that, like I think that scene I said might be the opening of episode 15. Like, and I think we'll see that shot of Master Kim in his throne. It's nighttime, right? It's nighttime. You see the fire in the background. He's in his throne, sitting there, and Silver and Wolf are next to him. Imagine the shot, Joe. Imagine that shot. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna freak out.
Did you guys ever think back to the beginning that we would have 3 worthy antagonists for our adults to fight from the beginning?
No, I never thought in the beginning of the
Yeah.
show. I never thought this would happen.
Like, I think it's crazy because a lot of people are going to look at the end of the tournament and they're going to go, yeah, I mean, the tournament, Iron Dragons loses and, we have Master Kim to deal with and you have Silver, but, like, Wolf, like, I think a lot of people will expect after the tournament's over that Wolf will go away, but he won't.
Nope.
So
No.
that's the thing that's going to be crazy is that these 3 ruthless, evil people are going to be here and are going to be a problem.
One
Yo,
thing I'd
Joe, I have
like to bring up
a
that
theory.
many
Oh my god, I have a theory, Joe. Just give me a theory in my head.
Go ahead, Tony.
What if while Silver, Master Kim, and Wolf are at Korea, what if we see a shot in the valley? You see Master Kim's students, not Sensei Kim's student, Master Kim's students. Master Kim, not Sensei Kim, Master Kim's students coming in the valley with the Iron Dragon students, and they're all fighting Cobra Kai Miyagi-Do at their dojo.
Yeah.
They
That'd be
could.
crazy.
Imagine Korean.
Yeah,
No,
that
just
would be
imagine.
nuts.
Just imagine Korean Cobra Kai, and the Iron Dragons against Cobra Kai Miyagi-Do.
Yeah.
2v2 team. If you think about it.
I think the one team that they're gonna have lead Master Kim students and the Iron Dragon student is Zara.
Yeah,
It's
and then
gonna
you
be
see the Korean Cobra Kai, not Yoon, by the way. Yoon's not gonna be there. It's gonna be like
I
random.
agree with that.
You know what? Actually, Joe, I have a theory. If they do bring back Korean Cobra Kai in the finale, what if we see his son?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
think
could.
Master Kim?
We could see his son. Maybe his son is leading the way. Not Zara, but him.
It
Maybe.
depends how old his son is because I feel like if Master Kim is the age that he's at, I feel like if he had a son, his son wouldn't be a teen.
What if his son
Maybe
is
in
a
his
teen, Joe?
70s or
What if his
60s. What if he's Daniel's age?
Yeah,
Or no,
probably.
Here's the thing.
Oh
Someone,
no. 70s probably.
Yeah.
because here's the thing. I just want a teen male villain, right beside Zara. I don't want, because that's my one thing that gets me worried. Like, you're gonna have Zara lead the way. What about the
Maybe
male
Master
villain?
Kim. Maybe Master Kim's grandson.
That you see, that I could see.
Or-
That I could see actually.
Or maybe great grandson.
Yeah, that could
Well,
work
yeah,
too.
but considering the age of Sensei Kim, she's not a teenager, so
So
it'd
maybe
have-
great grandson.
I mean, but Kim doesn't look like she's married though.
No.
I just want all I want is a teen male villain. That's all I want.
I mean, maybe she was Melissa, and she.
I just
They
want a
left-
teen male
they
villain.
left
Okay,
them
I
or
don't
something,
care
I don't know.
who it is. I just want a teen male villain. I don't care who it is. I just want a teen male villain. That's all I want. Because
Yeah,
Quan
yeah.
is gone. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, who's gonna go up against Miguel and Robbie in the final battle? Who's gonna go up against them? You see, that's the one thing that gets me worried.
Well, I guess I'll have to find out in part 3.
Yeah.
If Axel's not the villain, then who is gonna be the villain for Miguel and Robbie in the final battle?
I'm not worried about the teens, because the way that I see it is in my opinion, the teens fight ends at the tournament. Like, they could have another fight, but
I
to me-
disagree with that, Joe.
why do you disagree?
Because I just don't think determines the end for the kids. I
But
just
here's the
something
thing.
tells me that.
But here's the
And
thing.
here's the thing, Joe. Here's the thing. They can focus on
Wait,
both the
I'm
adults.
speaking. You need to wait. Okay. So the thing that you need to understand is, all since season 5 ended, it's all been about the Sekai Taikai. We have to get the kids ready. We have to get the kids ready. It's all been led up to the kids. To me, the end of part 3, it is about the adults. The adults are the one that we might not see very many of them again in the future. The adults are the one that have to have their final story.
But here's the
Kids
thing.
are happy endings.
I get that, Joe. I personally get that, but they couldn't do the same. They could really do the same thing with season 5, because season 5 handled the final battle really well. Like, they focused both on the kids and the adults. Like, you got the kids at Silver's dojo, right? Was that what's going on? Silver's dojo, and then you got Chosen, Barnes, and Johnny fighting at the Silver's mansion.
Yeah, but if
Like, they
anybody
could focus-
wrote the lore, I wouldn't have settled for just Silver, because I don't care what Karate says or anyone else. To me, Silver is a final boss. He's not the final boss.
Exactly.
I agree with that, Joe. I 100% agree, but I just feel like, because here's the thing, Joe. If season 5 can handle the final battle with both the kids and the adults, then season 6 can do the same. Like,
Yeah.
I have faith on the writers. They can do it.
Yeah, and in fact, I honestly feel like if I would have, as much as the creators are good, I would have made one big change to the cliffhanger of season 5 instead of just showing Kreese walk out of the hospital.
Well, what would you show? Actually, I want to hear this.
I would have had Master Kim be cast in season 5 and nobody know about it,
You know what?
and then have him come in and hurt somebody.
That could have been so much better. What the heck?
Because one of the biggest I think the worst thing about season 6 so far is that people don't, other than the tournament like being dangerous and we have Iron Dragons and everything, nobody is feeling the real. I know we're going to get answers in the marketing for part 3 and probably in the actual show overall, but I feel like there should have been a better buildup. We should feel that this is a dangerous threat. I would have built Master Kim up like Thanos. I would have been like, this guy is a problem. Like, and everyone needs to read it, because I'm sick of talking to people all the time about people just be like, he's an old man. He's a pushover. Like, he is the center of everything, and people just don't realize it.
He's the reason Cobra Kai is a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it wasn't for
Yeah.
him, like,
And
It all
he's not
started
going
with him.
down, and he's not going down unless he literally has a heart attack and is literally dead, like gone.
Or
Like,
unless somebody kills him, or unless somebody kills him.
you're not getting rid of him, and you're not getting rid of him without it being a murder, because he is literally not going to give up. Like, I know Chosen has had light and dark sides in him as he's embraced his Miyagi-Do roots. When you go to the series finale, we need Karate Kid 2 Chosen back.
Yep.
yeah.
And season
agree.
5 Chosen back as well.
Yep.
Both.
You know what's crazy, Joe, that I wanted to mention? Before part 2 came out, you know what I was thinking when I was watching part 1? You know the ending of episode 2? Where, where Kreese gives Master Kim the knife. You know what I thought what was gonna happen? I thought Kreese was gonna use that knife on Master Kim at some point.
I thought he was going to betray him too, honestly. I mean, I thought that would.
But it seems like that knife was used on Quan, so.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's okay.
Yeah.
We made our peace with it. I didn't know that, Brandon. That's interesting. Yeah, I feel like, it's so interesting that people misunderstand, like, how long they've been building this legacy. I mean, if you go back to the Karate Kid movies, you can actually see in Karate Kid 3, you can actually see on Kreese's wall so much evidence of Master Kim's presence, even back then.
Exactly. They even reference Master Kim in Karate Kid 1, the picture on the wall in the old dojo. So
yeah, exactly.
That means we're going to see him at some point.
Yep. And Silver mentioned Master Kim in part 3.
That is
part
true.
3.
The fact there was so many mentions in of him in season 5, I was just so surprised that they had to wait all the way for the final season for us to really see him, because it feels like he should have been built up at least either a season before or like I just feel like
you know what would have done, Joe?
Yeah.
Since you mentioned that cliffhanger, you know what I would have done? Imagine you see the shot of Silver getting arrested, and then Daniel's like, it's finally over. And then you cut to another scene, and it's Korea, and it's dark time, and then you see Master Kim. He's sitting in his throne. He's like, it's basically like Noel. You know how Noel was sitting in his throne?
Yeah,
it'll be basically like that. He's sitting there. He's like, it's time, and then that's how part season 5 ends. That's what I would have done.
I am answering your question, but I do have that can come later in the stream. We do have a podcast to do, Gavin, and you need to be respectful about that.
I think that's how season 5 should have ended. Instead of Kreese escaping, you should have ended with Master Kim saying it's time.
Like,
Joe,
I have answered all your questions.
Joe, did you see what I said in the?
Yeah, I know who this is.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get.
Okay. Or you wanted to read this?
Yeah, let's read what Tyrell.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll read it word for word. So yeah, the new romance supports a major theory about the show's final villain. So we know that the new romance blossoming in the midst of Cobra Kai's 6th season bolsters theories about the final obstacle that the show's main characters will have to overcome. Due to the nature of Cobra Kai season 6 part 2's ending, there's a strong sense of ambiguity regarding what the last segment has in store. Even if the Saikai Taikai tournament won't be canceled, there's hardly enough fighting left to fill up 5 episodes. Since it's clear that the third and last arc will extend beyond the competition, it can be presumed that Cobra Kai's main characters will soon have another conflict in their hands.
Yep.
And where'd I go? Okay. And the show has been careful not to reveal its hands thus far. And Daniel and Johnny's rivalries with Kreese and Silver remain unresolved. But whether either conflict will drive the plot of an entire 5-episode arc remains to be seen. One possibility is that another character, namely Kim Sun-young, will be their primary adversary going forward. This is made more likely by 2 developments in Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2, one of which is being Chosen's relationship with his granddaughter. And the romantic relationship forming between Chosen and Kim Da-yoon carries some interesting implications for the series, especially since their relatives have some established history. Shortly after realizing that Silver was a pupil of Kim Sun-young, Chosen revealed a connection between his uncle, the Karate Kid Part 2's Sato, and the infamous Tang Soo-do master. According to Chosen, Sato held much anger towards Kim, who had trained American soldiers during the Korean War. Curiously, the show didn't elaborate on the source of this anger, as even Chosen himself didn't seem to know the reason for it. However, at least some presumptions can be made about their relationship, considering that both were martial arts and experts and that one had a strong dislike of the other, it stands to reason that the pair were rivals. Differences in methods and natural competitiveness could have been fueled with any personal resentment that they might have had for one another. So the issues that Sato had with Kim, regardless of what they were, are likely to carry over into the present. After all, Sato's nephew and Kim's grandfather look set to become a couple. Given the show's depiction of Kim Sun-young as a very traditional martial arts master, it's not hard to imagine him taking a hardline stance on someone in his family, becoming romantically involved with a rival's blood relative. Assuming that Sato's hatred of Kim was mutual, this new romance is on track to become a massive problem for all three characters. Going in this direction could be what pulls Kim into the orbit of Cobra Kai's main characters. As things stand, he's had no reason to meet any member of Johnny and Daniel's Miyagi dojo personally and has seemingly stayed on the sideline in South Korea. But if Chosen and Dayun want to continue their relationship, the former may feel compelled to meet with Kim in person. In addition to potentially rejecting Chosen, Kim could see him as a way of projecting his rivalry with Sato onto a new face. After all, it's worth noting that these sorts of rivalries being general is a common trope in old school martial arts movies, of which Kim appears to be an intentional. Well, this theory about Kim turning out to be the true could spell trouble for any hopes of his new romance working out. It could be good news for his character story in general. If Chosen is someone that the villain of the last 5 episodes has a personal beef with, that would pave the way for the character to factor significantly into the struggles ahead. Since joining the cast in season 4, Cobra Kai has been generous to Chosen in terms of the screen time it's offered him, but the last segment has the potential to go even further. And it's also important to note that while Chosen has fought Silver, both his and Kreese's primary opponents have always been Daniel and Johnny. Master Kim, on the other hand, would have cause to focus specifically on Chosen. This could allow Chosen to have a role unique to the ones he's held previously and set up some exciting confrontations going forward. Another benefit to the story taking place is that it could lead to Chosen finally fighting Kreese, a character he's surprisingly yet to have any interactions with in Cobra Kai. And some more evidence is that while the show is currently doing with Chosen and Dayun isn't only indication that the series is laying the groundwork for Master Kim to be the ultimate antagonist of the series. The most obvious signs stem simply from what he represents as the martial artist who trained both Kreese and Silver. Kim is essentially the true father of Cobra Kai, and in turn, the catalyst of all the conflict the franchise has seen since the events of the first movie. For that reason on its own, it would be appropriate for the show to make Kim its last big bad. There's also the matter of Kwan's fate in Cobra Kai. It's not known if Kwan has any personal link to Kim outside of being one of his dojo students, but there's a strong possibility that the chain of events set off by his death will include an appearance from his master. Due to Kwan being under his dojo, Kim could demand accountability for his death and look to make Kreese's rivalry with Miyagi-Do his own. Of course, Miyagi-Do isn't responsible for what happened to Kim, but he may now be aware of this right away and may look for someone to blame. On account of the rivalry with Miyagi-Do being the reason for the brawl in the first place, it would make sense for Kim to direct his anger at them in Cobra Kai. Knowing about his granddaughter's relationship with one of his dojo senseis, who happens to be the nephew of an old enemy, would naturally only worsen tensions. Okay.
You want a reading?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. You're good.
Yeah.
We discussed a lot of stuff here. So yeah, that's a lot to unpack. One thing I'll say is it's amazing they keep writing these articles and people aren't reading these articles because Yeah, I will, Gavin. Because it's just mind blowing to me how like they keep pushing the narrative about why he'll be the final big bad, and now part 2 actually gives 2 really good reasons for why he will be a big focus in the final 5 episodes.
I have a prediction.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this might be crazy. You know how people think the whole Master Serrano thing is related to Master Han? I actually think Master Serrano is actually Master Kim.
Yeah, I've heard that
could be.
tossed around.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm thinking?
I heard that too.
You know what I'm thinking? I think Master Kim. I think he used another name, which is Master Serrano, because whatever reason he used another name as the disguise, which is Master Serrano. And I think this whole time Daniel is looking for Master Kim.
Yep.
I've heard you mention that theory before.
It's kind of similar to how Mr. Miyagi went by 2 names, Nariyoshi and Kisuke Miyagi.
Master Kim could do the same thing. He'd go for Master Serrano. And I think this whole time, Daniel is looking for the main final boss, which is Master Kim.
Which actually makes sense because as much as Chosen will have his big issue and big face off with Master Kim, I think they want us to have Daniel meet Master Kim because of the history.
Yep, I think at some point in part 3, Daniel's gonna finally meet him.
Probably be pretty late in part 3 though. I don't think they'll see
You know
him
what?
right
You know what he's gonna do? I have a feeling I know Master Kim is gonna do it. I think he's gonna start talking trash about Mr. Miyagi, and that's gonna piss Daniel off.
Yeah, and then Master Kim's gonna drop Daniel, and then Chosen's gonna get pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
Even though this whole thing like with Daniel like about the Mr. Miyagi thing like on his mission, I feel like the showdown between Chosen and Master Kim is more personal. Like they're making Master Kim like Chosen's new arch nemesis.
Well, I actually have a theory now that I actually have been toying around with that I actually really like, that I might make into a video maybe tomorrow, that I think in the series finale final battle, I think both Wolf and Silver will be dispatched pretty like not super early because it will be a good fight, but I think they'll get taken out, and I think it might be our big 3 heroes that have to take out Master Kim together.
Yeah. Well, that'd be crazy.
Because one thing I think, one reason why I think this could happen is because I think that even if you build up the rivalry between Chosen is so skilled, but he's never had a rival that could match him.
Yeah.
Like even in season 5, even though Silver like cheated, Chosen and Silver, and might piss some people off. Chosen and Silver are not equals.
Yep.
Nope.
They are not equals.
It's like Silver can't even beat a drunk Chosen at his weakest. So, and plus he was even losing to Johnny in part 2.
So to have a Master Kim that was whooping Chosen, and it took Johnny, Daniel, and Chosen just to bring down the final bad, it would be so poetic.
Yep.
Yeah. And the show's never had a villain that one character. Well, I guess Wolf technically can beat both Johnny and Daniel, but it still is like it's different if it's literally like imagine all 3 of them are fighting him and they're still even struggling even then.
No worries, Rob.
Wait, Joe, I have a theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how they said Mr. Miyagi killed someone?
Yeah.
I think it's on accident, but you know what? I have a theory. What if it's revealed? What if Master Kim reveals that the person that Mr. Miyagi killed was probably one of Master Kim's best friend?
Ooh.
Maybe he was one of Master Kim's best friend, and that's why Master Kim is so pissed off.
That's
I haven't heard that theory.
Okay.
Maybe Mr. Miyagi killed one of Master Kim's best friend.
Oh.
In the tournament.
It's kind of interesting that proved more the bigger surprise in this.
That's a good one, Underground.
Oh yeah, Joe, read Underground theory.
Oh yeah. What if Chosen Daniel used that technique? Ooh.
Oh yes,
you see that would work because Master Kim is something else, bro.
It's possible though, if you think about it.
If anyone can get taken out with that technique, I think Master Kim's the one to do it too.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it also states though too that the person who uses it could be at risk of death themselves.
Well, risk of death, but
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean they're gonna die.
Yeah.
They'll
I'm
probably
not-
do it where it's still going to make sure that they'll
It's,
be okay.
Joe, how crazy would it be if Master Kim, like, if he reveals to Daniel, like, he's like, Daniel's son, I know who your mentor killed. He killed my best friend. He's so pissed off about that. The way he
Well,
says it.
That's crazy because one thing I've been thinking about that's crazy. If you look at a show and you look at the press of like the actors, now obviously with Silver they had to be very careful to hide Thomas very, very easily, right? But one thing I noticed, if you look at throughout the promotion for season 6, after he was revealed and after part 1, that actor for Master Kim has disappeared off social media whatsoever, and I think there's a specific reason for why.
Okay.
I think it's because they can't show anything with him because they're hiding him very, very.
They're hiding him really well, actually. Not thinking about it.
I think they have to because he's the final big bad. They don't want to spoil it. They want people to know just how important he is to the story.
Right.
Now, here's the thing, by the way, I want to mention. People would say, oh, Sylvia, what do you mean Miyagi killed Master Kim's best friend? Now, I think it's a freaky accident, by the way. I don't think he did it on purpose. I think Miyagi killed his best friend by accident. And then, Melissa, you mentioned how Miyagi could have left the tournament, right? Is that what you said? He ran off the tournament?
Yeah.
That could still happen. That could still be in play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, so, like, he didn't win the tournament. He left it.
Yeah, he left it.
That's
And then you see,
that's what episode 12 could be about. Because, like, from what I heard, that's like a Miyagi episode. Maybe
maybe that's when they reveal. You know what they could do actually? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe what if they show that flashback, and then we see Miyagi leave, and then that's where we see young Master Kim,
who probably witnessed it.
He witnessed it, and he's so mad about it.
They're definitely going to reveal that stuff. It's definitely going to be interesting.
I think Master Kim has something to do with this whole Sekai Tekai thing with Miyagi fighting.
It's possible.
Like I said, they're wrapping him in the main story because they know that it's going to be a very big arc to deal with.
He doesn't only have a grudge against Sato, but also Mr. Miyagi, without us actually knowing yet.
Yeah,
like he might have a grudge against Mr. Miyagi too if he killed his best friend.
Do you think Mr. Miyagi could have known Master Kim?
No, he probably didn't even notice that Master Kim was watching him.
Maybe he didn't know. Yeah, maybe he didn't see Master Kim in the background watching.
But Master Kim knows him.
But yeah, I don't know now anymore. Unless, you know what I actually think is more likely now that we think about it?
What?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this for a while because I know they've talked about return characters and stuff, and he's appeared in flashbacks before. You guys think we're gonna find out why Sato and Master Kim have such a deep
probably?
Yes, I'd like to.
I would like to see that. Yeah.
What, Joe? I want to mention something real quick. You know how people say that Mr. Miyagi doesn't know who Master Kim is? What if he actually does know who Master Kim is?
Yeah.
Because let's not forget, Miyagi said to Daniel, "You're not willing enough to accept truth. You're not willing enough to accept truth."
Well, that was a dream, though.
I still think that's still into play with why. Because listen, I love Daniel, but sometimes Daniel, that Miyagi can't tell you everything, Daniel. Okay, sometimes he keeps things to himself.
Right, but I guarantee you, it's probably for another reason. And there's not. I mean, they're really like when Silver mentioned Master Kim, Miyagi didn't even like react. Like there was no indication.
They can actually Here's the thing, though. So they can rec on that. They can rec on that.
But I just I think it works better if Mr. Miyagi never knew Master Kim, but Master Kim knew Mr. Miyagi.
Yep.
That I mean, yeah, because my theory plays into what I said.
I think that works better.
I just kind of like that he doesn't know him because the one thing that I think I like that Master Kim might know him, but that Miyagi doesn't, because it kind of works to the feeling that with Miyagi gone, this is kind of great for both Daniel and all these characters. Because if you really think about it, Daniel was wrong when Amanda and Daniel, like what Chris and Silver were doing, like, they're bad things, but it's like Aaron thinks. If you really think about it, Daniel's always been feeling like he's had this big purpose to do for Mr. Miyagi. It was never about the Sekataka was never meant to be his swan song. It was all about Miyagi's unfinished business. Is that there's someone that is just as powerful as Mr. Miyagi out there, but taught his lessons for bad. And that's the thing. That's the problem. Is this guy is out here, and you would think if Miyagi knew of him, he would have dealt with him.
You know what, Joe? You made a good point about the Sekai Tekai part because I want to mention that. You made a good point there, Joe, because after what happened to Quan, I think Daniel finally realized that Mr. Miyagi was right about why he's so against tournaments. Now he'll realize that he was right.
Well, I thought of something very interesting. Like now that we talk about, like, Mr. Miyagi. Okay, like Master.
I just want to say something to this person in the chat. To answer that question, I wouldn't be surprised if she's in part 3, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's not.
Can I be honest with you guys?
What?
I don't think Julie Pierce is coming back. I don't think she's coming back. I'm gonna be wrong.
I mean, she might. She might.
There's so much. Here's the problem, though. Here's the.
I mean, to help Daniel with Mr. Miyagi.
Here's the thing, Melissa. I'm fine with that, but here's my problem. With how short these episodes are and how many stuff that's happening in part 3, I just find it so unlikely. Like, you have the Sekateka to finish.
Well, I mean, they could make it work. They could. She can only appear on like 2 episodes. And if episode 12 is Miyagi centric, and is Mr. Miyagi centric, she could appear in that episode.
I mean, that's the only episode I can think of. Like, that's the only episode I can think of.
Right.
Plus, they did have a direct reference to Julie in the next Karate Kid with Kisuke Miyagi. Like, you don't reference something like that and not bring.
Here's the thing: if they don't, like, let's play this. Wait,
hold on. And Daniel did say to the sponsors, I was my sensei's first student. Not I was my sensei's only student. And not only that, Daniel did also kind of allude to Julie himself when he said in season 2, it's been to Sam and Robbie when he first started training Sam and Robbie the wheel technique, that it's been a long time since this dojo has had more than one student.
Now here's my question though. What if she doesn't come back? Like, what if there's a situation where she doesn't come back? Like, there's a scenario where she doesn't come back.
Then she doesn't come back. She doesn't come back. But I think there's a chance she could come back.
I just feel like now thinking about, like, before I was so okay with it. Like, I was actually okay with her coming back. But like now after seeing what happened with Quan and this whole situation, I just feel like it's so unlikely now. Like, you got Quan dead, right?
I think like because they're going to be exploring more of Mr. Miyagi's past. So I think Julie and Mr. Miyagi does have a past with Julie's grandfather. So
that is true. You know what? I'm gonna make a good point about this. I hope Hayden's lying about the runtimes because if we look at Julie Pierce, please Hayden lie about the runtime, please, because you don't have enough time to put all.
Hayden likes to. Everybody keeps forgetting. Hayden likes to troll. This is the same man that said we only had 10 episodes in season 6.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I hope he's trolling, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. A part of me feels like he might be telling the truth just because in the past, the past 6 seasons, we have 30-minute episodes. That's the one. That's part of me feels like he might be telling the truth.
But here's the thing: we've had 10 episodes in every season, in every season.
Yeah, but the runtime. We're talking about the runtimes, though. The runtimes.
I know, but you can't say, but you can't say that he might not. He said we were going to have 10 episodes in season 6, and every season we've had 10 episodes. But in this season, we're having.
But here's my question: Here's the thing, though, Melissa. Did we have
15?
Here's my question, though: did we have 30-minute episodes every season?
But did we have 10 episodes every season?
Because I just feel like Netflix. I don't blame the writers, but I'm blaming this on Netflix because Netflix. You could have made a bit longer episodes.
Let me answer your question with a question. Did we not have 10 episodes every season? But are we having 15 episodes this season?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I know we have 15 episodes, but I'm talking like the runtime. I'm talking about the runtime. That's the thing that gets me worried because you have 5 episodes left, right? You have 5 episodes left.
Right.
And you need to make longer episodes because you want to do a lot more with
Right,
the
and they
final part.
could. They could. Caden could have been trolling. There's reason to believe that he could have been trolling.
What if he's not trolling? Like, there's a certain where he's not trolling. These
Then
episodes.
he's not trolling. Then he's not trolling. But there's reason to believe that he is trolling because
I even talked to some.
episodes.
I even talked to
could
some
have
people.
longer.
Here's the thing. I talked to some people, and they told me, "Oh, yeah, Hayden does troll, but at the same time, didn't we have these short episodes before in the past?" Like, and I was like,
But we've
"Yeah,
also
but
had 10 episodes before. You know,
There's probably a
Anything
reason.
is
There's probably a
possible.
reason why
Yeah,
Hayden did
guys,
that.
What
let's
happened?
drop this topic.
okay."
Well, yeah, one
Yeah,
one
but
thing-
it's getting too it's getting too heated. So let's just drop this topic.
well, no, it's not getting heated. It's not getting heated. I mean, I don't think it is.
I think
I mean, Dark Chosen, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just because here, like I hope, like even I'm hoping there's longer episodes. I'm not saying there should be longer episodes. I'm hoping there's longer episodes. Like it's Final Fart. Go all in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that there are too, and I think there might be.
I do think the final 2 episodes are
You
going to
can't
be
take
long.
Hayden at his word.
Here's the thing. I think the final 2 episodes will be long. The final 2 because episode 14, if that's the episode where we get the finals, I'm expecting that episode to be like I would say my prediction is I think episode 14 is 49 minutes. I think 49 minutes for episode 14. And I think that's enough time. You got all you got to do is the finals and Johnny versus Wolf.
But I think probably every episode will probably be longer.
I think every episode, at least like I would say like the first 4 episodes, will be in the 40s.
Yeah,
I think they'll be in the 40s because I even if they do it in the 40s, I think my prediction if it is in the 40s, I think episode 11 will be 42 minutes, and then episode 12 will be 43 minutes.
Imagine if every episode is 45 minutes. Imagine if every episode is 45 minutes.
Well, let me say my prediction.
And the last 2 are an hour.
Let me say my predictions real quick. I think episode 11 is 42 minutes. I think episode 12 is 43. Episode 13 is 44. Or even 45. And then episode 14 is 49. And then episode 10 might be an hour at least. Or episode 15. Why am I saying episode 10?
Yeah. We're only going to go for a little bit longer. Hey, Kenna, because I got a little bit of a headache right now, so we're gonna go for just a little bit longer, and then we're gonna call it.
But something very, very interesting I thought about, like when we were talking about Master Kim and Mr. Miyagi killing someone. What if like Master Kim's whole philosophy began, like his hatred and anger, like his whole no mercy philosophy started and developed as after Mr. Miyagi killed his best friend. That's when he became evil.
I mean, hey, that's how they want to play. I'll be fine with that.
I mean, the only thing I'll say about that is one thing I don't want is because anytime you give our character, our villain, an origin story, you risk the idea of him. Not that he could ever get redemption, but I don't want to think of Master Kim like it's good to have a story where he could have started out, but I just hope it doesn't do anything to like take away from how evil he's gonna be.
Here's my thing, Joe. I think it's Master Kim is what's the word? Irredeemable? Is that the word?
Yeah.
That's what I think he is. I don't think he's
not the final villain because I think there's some pieces of Silver and Kreese that are all
Okay, hold on.
What are you gonna say, Joe?
Oh, I think there's pieces of like Kreese and Silver. I haven't started it yet, Kenna. I'm gonna try to read it hopefully tomorrow. But so what I was gonna say was like Kreese and Silver, they both have like qualities and paths that could lead them to some form of redemption. And like Wolf's abusive, he doesn't really have anything that gives him any redemption. Like he's probably just bad, which is fine. But I think like Master Kim is just on another level. And I would prefer if they reveal something that like maybe this is what pushed him to being evil. I hope that it stays that he is just
Yes.
evil.
I think they will keep. Yeah,
One
they
thing that
will.
the show has done that I like, but at the same time I wish they would have been more clear with is we need to end season 6 with Kreese needs to be the last of the gray characters, like Kreese and Axel. I don't want to see any more shades of gray to these
I
characters.
100% agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
to
think
believe
like
that
Axel's the only one that I can see like turning good at the end, but leave it at that. No more gray.
But anyway, guys, I am gonna probably cut it off here because I am starting to get a pretty bad headache. I wanted to do more talking, but I don't think I can make it through. So,
Okay, that's okay.
but it was
Oh.
good chatting with you guys.
Oh.
We'll
All right, that's fine.
regroup
Yeah.
later next
Yeah.
week for sure. We got lots of fun stuff this week. Oh, you have something to say, Underground?
Yeah. We always have my podcast tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, tomorrow then definitely
you
we'll
mean,
get
tomorrow. Yep.
All right, sounds good. Then we'll consider
Yeah.
this part 1 of our 2-part discussion. And Tyrell, thanks to you, I'll be making a big
Yes.
Master Chem video about the theory that you put out there for sure.
Talk Watch, after what you just told, after the information you just told me, I don't think so, dude. Like, I don't feel like it. I'm
All right,
kind
have
of
a good
mad
night,
now.
guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me
Yeah.
on. I'll see you next.
Of course, man. We'll see you. Yeah.
All right, we'll
Always-
see you later.
All right.